Hello, please come in. It's a pleasure to meet you. I know we have spoken on the phone a few times now. Please have a seat. Thank you. Now, before we begin, can I offer you a beverage? I have chilled beverages as well as hot beverages. Okay, how about just a chilled glass of water? Okay, thank you. Hello? Yes, could you please bring it? I'm sorry, you're going on your break? Dear, we've only been open for 20 minutes. Okay, go on your break. Thank you. So sorry. Our temp is going on break and isn't available right now. We've gone through many. Let me just go get it myself, okay? You're sure? Okay, thank you very much. We've had a bit of a challenge with this temp agency, so that's why I'm trying to hire a full-time person. And I have looked over your resume. Okay, and I appreciate that you had to wait a few minutes. Sorry about that. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. So we have spoken on the phone several times now. I do like to meet people face to face. I do like them to see the environment that they'll be working in. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, how about we just jump in and I ask you some questions I need to know in relation to the position. We can go over your resume together, and then I can answer any questions that you may have. Of course, of course. Yes, I like to keep folders like this for everything. Actually, you'll notice all of our filing cabinets are filled with these. Different colors. Human Resources is the lavender. And I prefer these because we did once have a flood and all of our files were ruined. So these will protect them at least a little bit. I'm glad that you noticed. Thank you. All right. So I'm just going to move your resume to this side. All right then. I have your name, your address, okay. And I see you're not too far from us. Will you be driving in or public transit or walking? Driving, okay. A parking spot is included in the position. Okay, great. All right, now, first of all, the main question I have, how are you for flexibility of hours? I would never presume to ask you to work more hours than agreed upon. But due to the nature of this business, I may need you to come in earlier or later, and we would, of course, adjust the end time accordingly. You're fine with that? Okay. I get many people having to change appointments, and as you understand, with the sensitive nature here, I do try to accommodate as much as possible. All right. Are you comfortable with bringing in beverages when I'm meeting with someone? Okay. And I assure you, if I'm out there getting myself a coffee, I will always offer to get you one as well. Thank you. Okay. Now, we have a very strict zero tolerance policy on clients abusively speaking to our anyone who works for me. I will not tolerate it. That being said, why don't you tell me what you would consider abusive? Because it's different for other people. Okay. I completely agree with that. So if someone just spoke sharply to you, would that constitute that for you? Excellent. Okay. We do get people pretty much sometimes at the lowest points. Okay. Now, another thing, I would need you to convey any observances that you have. observations, observances, whichever. If you see someone out there and you think that they may need a more urgent appointment than they have, yes, exactly. You would just come speak with me. Okay. Now, you understand, we don't know each other very well. So for the first few, I would be evaluating that as well. After that, I will trust your instinct. I see. Okay. Yes, I do see some of your previous positions pretty much have tailor-made you for that. I see. Okay. All right. Now, confidentiality is key in this position. Can you tell me a situation where you have had to employ your confidentiality skills? Of course, without giving anything away, of course. A family friend. Oh, that must have been awkward. I see. And how did you relay that to the person? Okay. Okay. Excellent. No, that's excellent, dear. I appreciate that very much. Okay. If I gave you a deadline and you found it unreasonable, or for whatever reason you weren't able to complete the deadline, when would I know about it? As soon as you knew. Okay. Okay. I can be quite... If you don't tell me, I don't know. So if I'm piling on too much, you need to tell me right away, and then we can discuss it. And okay. No, I very much believe in rolling up my sleeves. I believe in helping out wherever needed. Yes, of course. Of course. No, we are all equals here. If, of course, I sign the paychecks, but if anyone were to treat you as subservient, no, that comes directly to me. Okay, thank you. Okay, and you're okay with pets in the office. I do have my cat right here. Her name is Bellatrix. Yes. I also have my dog. She's upstairs. She's a little high strung, but she mainly stays upstairs. Candy. Yes, that's her name. You're okay with that? Yeah, I do see that you have worked with animals before. Oh, that must have been very rewarding. Oh, the vet you worked with got married? A Christmas tree farm? It sounds like a Hallmark movie. Excellent. Okay. All right. Now, I see on your resume, you've had quite a few jobs. Now, obviously the vet one was a move. Okay. I see you've worked with a hypnotherapist. And that's where the confidentiality would come in. Yeah. And how exciting was that, working with a hypnotherapist? Really? Not that exciting. Okay. And you were in that position for several years. Yeah. And you left because the person retired. Okay. Did they sell their office? They did. And the person had their own? You don't want to speak ill. Okay. The fact that you said that pretty much tells me what I need to know. Okay. Thank you for saying that. All right. A travel agent. Oh, that must have been exciting. Tell me, did you get any free trips? Just the one. Oh, that's lovely. Now, what was it that you enjoyed most about that position? Oh, dream trips. helping people set up their dream. I love that idea. Now, if you were able to give someone a discount, but if you didn't give it to them, you would be given a commission, which would you choose to do? I like that. Depending how the person spoke to you. Oh, I believe in karma, dear. Excellent, excellent. Now, this is the one I most want to talk about. You've worked for someone who makes custom perfumes? Okay. Oh, so they sell all kinds of fragrances, but they also have a custom. Okay, and which part did you work with? Oh, so a little bit of everything. Excellent. All right. Okay, and what about, I am very interested in the custom, to be honest. Ever since I saw that on there, I'm thinking I might give them a call. Don't worry, I will mention it. Now, I notice all of these positions that you've listed, you have listed references, so I can call all of them. All right. I actually have called a few already. Yes. This one speaks very, very highly of you. They're very sad that you're leaving. Dear, commuting is difficult at the best of times, and if they're moving even further away, I understand. I understand completely. I can see it on your face. This is a difficult move for you. Okay. Now, what did you enjoy most about that? Really helping people find what's the best for them. Ooh, okay, bye, Bella. Okay. And in the custom side or the regular? All right, this may sound like a strange question, but if I were to come in to buy a perfume, what perfumes would you lead me towards? A questionnaire. I see. And what types of questions would be on the questionnaire? Oh, definitely spicy. Definitely. Long lasting. Okay. Okay. When would budget? Okay. Now, if someone gave you a budget, would you respect that budget? Would you upsell them? Can you kind of tell when someone's budget is flexible? You are very strict, okay, with the budget. Really? I didn't realize that. I've always thought the more you paid, the better. It all depends on what you like, of course. Absolutely. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we have the hypnotist, the perfume. Okay. All right. Okay, dear, is there any... Oh, I guess I should ask you this. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm sorry, what? Oh, it's a joke. Okay. Amir, that's amusing. Thank you. You've always wanted to say that? I'm glad you chose me to say it too. Okay. But where do you see yourself? Really? That's very nice. I like that. All right. Now, in this position, I'm fairly flexible about lunch hours and breaks, although I would prefer not 20 minutes after we open, but you know. Okay. I'm also very flexible. I've worked myself, okay? I understand doctors don't care what your hours are. If you have a doctor's appointment, please come and tell me. We'll work something out, okay? Absolutely. Okay. And if you're not well, don't come in. If you're well enough to do some work, but you really shouldn't be around people, how do you feel about working from home on some files? Okay. After the probation period is up, 3 months, dear. 3 months. Do you mind that I say dear? I did have somebody once tell me they didn't appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Okay. No, I want to respect what people like. This business is about respect. Of course. Okay. All right. So working from home, once the 3 months is up, we can set you up with firewalls and protection for our files. And you're fine with that. All right. That's my dog. All right. Okay. Do you have any questions? Oh, that's a great question. Okay. How do I see your position growing in the future? Well, once I realize how much trust we can develop between us, I can see your position growing. I could also see my way through in a few years' time, in a couple of years, let's say a couple of years, funding some extra education if you need it. Exactly. If you'd like to come into more the business side of it, or the medical side of it, whichever, we could definitely work on that. Okay. Anything else? No, as I said, the parking spot is included. If I ask you to go anywhere, picking up something, or if a client isn't feeling well, or I do have some frailer patients, if it ever came, would you be willing to drive them home? Okay. Your mileage and gas would be paid. Okay. Yes, there will be a very detailed job description developed. I can actually develop it with you, and we would adhere to it. If something had to change, I would like to review the job descriptions every 6 months. I know most places a year. With this nature of this business, I prefer 6 months. Fair to you, fair to me. That's agreeable to you? Excellent. Now here is the job description. I'll give you a moment. Oh, you looked it up online? I like that. You've come prepared. How long have I been in business? Oh, you're very good. You did do your homework. Now, you realize that there is the occasional weekend involved. Well, when I say weekend, I mean one day. I do not do Saturday and Sunday. Okay. If you work a Saturday, you will get one Friday off in that month. Of course. It's my way of just perfect. Saturdays would only be from 9 to 1. Okay. The other thing is, if you ever need to stay late, that you're working on a project or whatever, I need to know, because no one is to work by themselves. I take safety very, very seriously. Okay. All right. You know what? I don't think we need to do any more. Oops, I'm sorry about that. I think you're the right fit. I'd like to make you an offer. Okay, you have seen our posting, and that salary is agreeable to you. Of course, it's negotiable in 3 months. And by negotiable, 10%. I don't want you coming in here with any expectations other. Excellent, excellent. I am so pleased. When can you start? Tomorrow is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I appreciate it so much. can't wait to tell the temp. Okay, thank you so much. Again, it was a pleasure to meet you. I cannot wait to start working with you, Meg. Thank you so much.